I'm here. Hello, friends. Today, I'm going to tell you a true story. A story about a man who changed the world without using a sword, without shouting in anger, and without hurting anyone. This man fought not with his fists, but with his heart and his words. His name was Martin Luther King Jr. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. A world where some children can go to the best schools, sit anywhere they want on the bus, and drink water from any fountain. But other children are told, you can't sit here. You can't study here. You can't play here. Unfair, right? That's the world Martin was born into. Chapter 1. The little boy with big questions. Martin was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. His father was a pastor, and his mother was a school teacher. They taught him to love everyone, no matter their skin color. But little Martin noticed something strange. When he was just 6 years old, one of his white friends told him, "We can't play together anymore. My parents say we're different." Martin didn't understand. He ran to his mother, upset. She hugged him and said, "You are just as good as anyone else, Martin. Never forget that." But Martin kept wondering, why should skin color decide who can be friends? Chapter 2. Growing up in an unfair world. In those days, the law in many parts of America was called segregation. It meant black people and white people were kept apart in schools, buses, restaurants, even bathrooms. If Martin wanted to ride a bus, he had to sit at the back. If he wanted to drink water, there were whites-only fountains. Even though he was smart and kind, the world told him he was less than, just because of his skin. But Martin didn't get angry and bitter. Instead, he thought, I will study. I will learn. I will speak so well that people will have to listen. Chapter 3. Learning the power of words. Martin was a brilliant student. He went to college at just 15 years old. That's younger than most kids finish high school. He studied hard and decided to become a pastor, just like his father, but with a mission to change hearts and change the world. He was inspired by a man from India named Mahatma Gandhi, who fought against unfair laws using non-violence. Gandhi said, "In a gentle way, you can shake the world." Martin loved that idea. He believed that kindness and courage could be stronger than hate. Chapter 4. Standing up without hurting anyone. In 1955, something happened that changed Martin's life. A woman named Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white passenger. She was arrested. Martin heard about this and thought, enough is enough. He helped organize the Montgomery bus boycott. For over a year, black people refused to ride the buses until the law changed. And it worked. The court said segregation on buses was wrong. Chapter 5. The marches, the speeches, and the dream. Martin began leading peaceful marches all over America. He spoke in churches, in parks, on streets, anywhere people would listen. He told people, hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Then came August 28, 1963, a day that would never be forgotten. Over 250,000 people came to Washington, D.C. to hear him speak. Martin stood in front of the Lincoln Memorial and said words that still give people goosebumps. "I have a dream that one day children will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." Can you imagine? Children of all colors playing together, going to the same schools, living in peace. Chapter 6. The hard road, but not everyone liked Martin's dream. He was arrested more than 20 times. People threatened him. Some even tried to hurt him. But Martin never gave up. He kept saying, "We must meet hate with love." In 1964, Martin Luther King Jr. won the Nobel Peace Prize, the youngest person to ever win it at the time. But he didn't keep the prize money for himself. He gave it to the movement to help others. Chapter 7. The Final Days and the Legacy on April 4th, 1968. Martin Luther King Jr. was in Memphis, Tennessee, helping workers fight for fair pay. That day, his life was taken by someone filled with hate. The world cried. But his dream did not die. Today, because of Martin and the many people who marched with him, the laws in America changed. Schools, buses, and restaurants can no longer separate people by skin color. Chapter 8. The Dream Lives On. Martin taught us something powerful. You, Dante, need to be the loudest. You don't need to be the biggest. You just need to be brave enough to stand for what's right. Kids, you have that power too. You can stand up for your friends. You can help someone being treated unfairly. You can spread kindness wherever you go. So remember, friends, Martin's dream is still alive. And every time you choose kindness over hate, every time you speak up for someone who is being treated unfairly, you are helping his dream come true. If you liked this story, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing true stories that can change the world. See you next time. Bye.